The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool. Welcome back to Echoes of Antiquity, the channel where we delve into the timeless wisdom of the ages. Today, we're diving deep into the profound words of the great philosopher William Shakespeare, who once said, "The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool." Before we explore the lessons hidden within this quote, let's take a moment to appreciate the genius of William Shakespeare. Born in 1564, this English playwright and poet is often regarded as one of the greatest writers in the English language. His works, including timeless classics like Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet, have continued to captivate audiences for centuries. Now, let's unpack the 7 profound lessons we can glean from Shakespeare's words. Embracing humility. Shakespeare reminds us that true wisdom begins with humility. It's when we acknowledge our own limitations and admit that we don't have all the answers that we open ourselves up to growth and learning. Avoiding overconfidence. The quote cautions us against overconfidence. When we think we know everything, we stop seeking knowledge and fail to recognize our blind spots. Being aware of our own foolishness keeps us open to new perspectives. Continuous self-reflection. To truly know oneself, one must engage in ongoing self-reflection. The wise person doesn't rest on their laurels but constantly evaluates their beliefs and actions to evolve and improve. Embracing uncertainty. Life is full of uncertainties, and Shakespeare's words encourage us to embrace the unknown. Wise individuals acknowledge that there are always things beyond their understanding, and this acceptance leads to a more peaceful existence. Encouraging intellectual humility. Intellectual humility involves being open to differing opinions and ideas. The wise person doesn't dismiss others but listens attentively and considers alternative viewpoints before forming judgments. Cultivating a growth mindset. The quote underscores the importance of adopting a growth mindset. Those who see themselves as perpetual learners are more likely to overcome challenges and adapt to new situations. Fostering empathy. Lastly, Shakespeare's words encourage us to empathize with others. When we recognize our own limitations, we become more compassionate towards the imperfections and struggles of others. Now, let's delve deeper into each of these lessons and explore how they can bring real value to our lives. Embracing humility. Humility is not a weakness, it's a strength. It takes courage to admit when we don't know something or when we've made a mistake. By embracing humility, we create opportunities for personal growth and deeper connections with others. So, let's strive to be humble, for it's the foundation of wisdom. Avoiding overconfidence. Overconfidence can blind us to our own shortcomings and prevent us from seeking improvement. The wise individual understands that knowledge is vast and ever-evolving, and there's always room for growth. By avoiding overconfidence, we remain open to new ideas and perspectives. Continuous self-reflection. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal development. It allows us to assess our values, beliefs, and actions. Through this introspection, we can identify areas where we may be acting foolishly and take steps to rectify them. It's a journey of self-discovery that never truly ends. Embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently uncertain, and that can be daunting. However, by acknowledging our limited understanding of the world, we free ourselves from the burden of needing to have all the answers. This acceptance of uncertainty can lead to a more relaxed and contented life. Encouraging intellectual humility. In an era of polarizing opinions, intellectual humility is a rare and valuable trait. It involves listening actively to others, even when we disagree, and being willing to admit when we're wrong. This approach fosters constructive conversations and bridges the gap between differing viewpoints. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that we can develop our abilities through dedication and hard work. When we approach challenges with this mindset, we're more likely to persevere and achieve our goals. It's a mindset that keeps us from becoming stagnant. Fostering empathy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of others, is closely linked to recognizing our own foolishness. When we acknowledge our own imperfections, we become more compassionate toward the imperfections of others. This empathy strengthens our relationships and our sense of interconnectedness. In conclusion, William Shakespeare's quote teaches us that self-awareness is the cornerstone of wisdom. When we humbly recognize our own limitations and accept our inner fool, we embark on a journey of growth, empathy, and continuous self-improvement. So, let us strive to be wise by acknowledging our own folly. Before we wrap up, let's take a look at some other pearls of wisdom from William Shakespeare. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. This quote reminds us that life is a grand drama, and we all play our roles. It encourages us to live authentically and with purpose. To thine own self be true, and it must follow, as the night the day, thou canst not then be false to any man. Here, Shakespeare emphasizes the importance of authenticity in staying true to oneself, which ultimately leads to honesty in our interactions with others. As we reflect on these profound lessons from William Shakespeare, let's remember that wisdom is not a destination but a lifelong journey. By embracing our inner fool and striving for self-awareness, we can continue to grow and evolve, making our lives richer and more meaningful. If you're finding value in this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, share with your fellow wisdom seekers, and leave your thoughts in the comments below. And before we sign off, I'd like to invite you to watch our previous video, where we explored another insightful quote by Shakespeare: "The wise person doesn't give the right answers but poses the right questions." It's a thought-provoking piece that complements today's discussion perfectly. Thank you for joining us today on Echoes of Antiquity. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and leave your comments below. And as you go about your day, may you walk the path of wisdom, guided by the realization that the wisest person is the one who knows there is always more to learn. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool.